What are you doing on my range? You can't film here.
Hey,
Get out
hey,
of here.
hey.
My range.
Okay, so I stole JunkFoodZombie's Sig P938. We're going to compare it to Glock 43. Much superior handgun in every way. There's no safety to have to worry about. So we're going to take a few shots with 938 using the S&B 115 grain 9mm ammo. So tell us about this gun a little bit.
Well, unlike the Glock, it's a more precision instrument.
Except for the extractor.
That feels good in your hand. Yeah, except for the broken extractor, but
Still works.
I'll have a whole video on that too. So, well, now it's loaded because he had a loaded magazine in there, which I didn't know. But
all guns are always loaded.
All guns are always loaded. This one is really nice to shoot. It's an all-metal gun. Now the frame is an aluminum alloy, but it is metal, so you do get a little weight out of it compared to something like a polymer. It's got a nice trigger. It's a little heavy, but it breaks clean. So it's nice to shoot. You just got to get used to that weight. If you go from shooting a 1911 with a 4.5-pound trigger and then shoot this, you're gonna flinch the first couple times. But it's easy to shoot, easy to group well, and I'll have a video on this myself coming up. I've had quite the roller coaster ride with it, and I'll explain all that in my video. But we're here for his video today, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna let him try this out and see what he thinks. So I'm gonna hand it over to you. It's loaded.
Yep.
Cocked
Safety's on. Now,
Cocked
one upside
lock.
to this, factory knot sights. These are Trigicons.
Yeah.
And the Glock still has factory plastic Glock sights. So that's one downside. So we're going to take a few shots with the steel target here and see how it runs. Yeah, I do find the Glock magazine to be a little bit easier to load. They're both single stack, but the Glock magazine itself is a little bit thicker. So we'll load 7 rounds in here.
Definitely good for somebody with weak hands.
It'd be a great gun for a woman, you know. So the Sig magazine is a little smaller, a little more narrow.
The last round can sometimes you need a little more work getting it in there.
But if you're used to loading 1911 magazines, it shouldn't be too bad. So there we got 6 rounds. Let's take some shots. Heavy trigger, forgot about that. Mag drops free. It is a very smooth shooting gun. I like it. It's your typical 1911 style with a few different features. With safety on, you can still rack the slide back. I do like that.
What I like is it doesn't have a grip safety.
Yes, no grip safety. So you got a good purchase there. It's got some good texturing on the grips. I would imagine you can change these out if you wanted to.
Yes.
So that one's empty. Take a few shots with the Glock. Now I do have the 7-round extended magazine on this one, and I have an 8-round as well. All shots on target. We're standing about 15 yards back, I believe.
Yep.
Mag drops free on this one. And overall, these are 2 great guns for concealed carry. Just depends on what you're looking for as feature-wise.
And that one will fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
I mean,
this one,
small.
even with the 6-round, is a little bit bigger grip, a little bit bigger profile overall.
You can compare them next to each other size-wise.
So,
it is small.
There's the Sig over the Glock. Glock has a little bit longer barrel, but in the end, you do have the hammer, and
Yeah, they're very similar in size. The Sig is very compact.
so I still prefer my Glock. No safety to worry about. The safety is just like 1911, you know, it's just part of your grip. Just get used to it. Something you train for. But I do like being able to adjust your magazine size, which according to JunkFoodZombie here, you can get extended mags for it.
Yeah, they make a 7-rounder for that as well.
So there we go. Glock 43 compared to a Sig 938. Both great guns. And probably comparable price wise. I paid $449 for this one. What'd you get that one
Not
for?
comparable price wise.
Oh.
Yeah, the Sig's, it's a Sig, so I think we paid $650 for it. Now that's the price from Bud's. Bud's Gun Shop here in East Tennessee is about the best prices going in the area. We bought this at Gander Mountain because it's closer to us and they price match, but $650 is about what you're looking to pay for one of these. Night sights being part of that because night sights are not cheap. So plus it's an all metal frame.
Yeah.
Even the grips are aluminum. The grip panels are aluminum. So you are paying for that, but not a lot more. But you're definitely paying a bit more. So the price is almost comparable, but not quite. It's not a $900 handgun, so it's not. You know,
and this is, you know,
crazy.
you get your Sig quality with it. I don't know if you can see there, it does have somewhat of a broken extractor.
Yes.
And you've run what, 200 rounds?
I've run 200 rounds with no failures since the extractor broke, and I had one failure before that, and that I think is when the extractor broke. But so far, with the exception of the extractor breaking, it's been really reliable.
And the magazines feel tough. It's got an anti-tilt follower, so should have good reliability with this over the long haul.
The only thing plastic in it is the trigger.
Yep. And unlike 1911, standard 1911, the trigger on this one is kind of hinged. It's not a straight pullback.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a pin up at the top, and it does
pin.
hinge off the top. But it is a very short trigger and a crisp trigger. It's just heavy. Got to get used to it. But you shoot a couple boxes through it, and you start getting used to that trigger, and you'll get nice tight groups out of it, no problem.
And in typical 1911 fashion, that slide is buttery smooth.
Oh, it's nice, yeah.
I would say that's probably thanks to the, what is the stuff you put
Militech.
on these? Militech.
Militech 1, I swear by that stuff. I've never had a lubricant that smooths out a gun better than that.
So thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if I'll pick one of these up in the future, but it is a nice option if you're into 1911 style guns and you want a smaller one for concealed carry and 9mm.
Shoot mine.
Well, I can always shoot his. Same as the CZ75 that I sold him.
Yeah, you can always shoot my CZ, which used to be your CZ. Biggest mistake you ever made.
Well, I did get my suppressor as part of that sale.
Yes.
So, thanks for watching, guys. It's a great gun. We're going to shoot some more here. And check out JunkFoodZombie's channel. He'll have a video up on this soon. And see you later.